All right, shalom, shalom. All right, before I get started, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Rakah, Kodash. All right, double honors to our apostles and Hill's Great Millstone, and Shalom, Wakasah, Laha, Bakyar, which is peace and mercy to the elect throughout the four corners, wherever it may be. I'm the brother of Mar from the branch of GMS Cleveland. Coming back at you with another video, Lord willing, to be edifying to whomever may be watching. And just want to get into this quick lesson. I'm going to play this clip from, the elders in Dallas, and you have Apostle Ramlob. He was there at the time when this street speaking was done. I don't know the date of this one, but I have it saved in my phone. But probably maybe a month or two ago. Anyway, I'm gonna play the clip, and I just want to speak on what he said, and Lord willing, like I said, just be edifying.
By yourself within yourself. Right? It's a spirit of the Lord in you that's pushing you. Instead of God believe on Him. Right? That's the inspiration. Because if it was up to us, we wouldn't make it. No. So it's like what gives you the drive and the determination to keep going when you're in this fucked up situation? You got all this shit going through your head, you got ailments going on, you're feeling depressed, tired, worn the fuck out, broken down. What gives you that inspiration to keep fighting? It's your Lord.
You lost comrades.
Oh yeah.
Lost comrades, family members,
jobs,
brothers, family members, people you love, brothers in the truth. And lost comrades. When I say comrades, my brothers in the truth. Brothers in this truth that you were close with them, you loved. Some of them being your elders and men that you grew up with, men that raised us.
Yeah, so you heard the apostles, and Salakia too. I said the elders in Dallas and Apostle Ramblad, but I forgot Apostle Ricard was there. So yeah, so you have Apostle Ricard. Apostle Ramlab, and then you had the elders and the rest of the brothers that was there. But nonetheless, man, like the main focal point that I wanted to speak on is just the what Apostle Ramlab was speaking about. Like we said, what gives us that drive and determination to pretty much keep pushing, man. And that is that if you in this truth, man, sometimes you have these moments in your life, man, where you have like so-called down, you down in the spirit, man, you know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, it's the Heavenly Father that has the spirit upon us to do what we're doing, man, because there's nothing else that explains our determination, our grit, and just the dedication that we have to doing this, man. Because anybody else, man, any regular individual, they would have been said fuck it, you know what I'm saying, and just went back into the world, man. But how about Shimon Shah willing, we continue, you know what I'm saying, continue to fight and continue to preach this the gospel, which is the good news, man. So with all that being said, let me get this real quick, man. Let me get this, man. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 61, verse 1. It says, "The Spirit of the Lord Yahweh is upon me, because the Lord have anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek. He hath sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives." It says, "and the opening of the prison to them that are bound," man. All right. And we already know, or you should know, that this is a prophecy that is speaking about Yahweh Shai. All right. And then when you go to the book of Luke, the 4th chapter, he actually read it when he was in the synagogue or in the temple. And, he said, pretty much that this day was fulfilled, because the Lord is the forerunner, all right, if you will. and we are, the ones that we're trailing him, and we're coming in the same stead and preaching his message, because this is Yahweh Shem Shah's message, man. So we're coming in the stead of the Lord. Obviously we're not the Lord, you know what I'm saying, but we're coming in instead, meaning we're preaching the same message, all right? So you don't get it misconstrued, all right? Because the Lord have chosen, all right, select men to go out there and preach his word in truth and sincerity, and to bring back the fold, all right? And we know we've been called. We don't know if we've been chosen, but Lord willing, we endure to the end, even if we got to die, you know what I'm saying? This is just what it is, man. Like, you should be really at a point in your life, if you've been in the truth for a while, you should be completely fed up with the society, man. I mean, you should look at it with utter disgust, hatred. You should really want nothing to do with this place, man. Even when the Lord might throw you a bone, you get some new box, or you come across some money and you get to buy certain things, man. At the end of the day, man, it's just this place is not meant for a true God-fearing a man to dwell and to actually be at rest. That's why the scripture said in Micah 2:10, man, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. You can't get comfortable here, man. It's literally impossible. I can never see myself being content with the way this world is, man. I can never see that, man. This world that we currently live in is hell, man. All right? And the only real, moments that we have where you might sense a so-called peace or happiness, is really when we teaching the word, and when we around the brothers, man. Outside of that, man, you ain't gonna really get too much comfort in this world, man. All right, you might have little spurts or moments, you know what I'm saying, but outside of that, man, we through, you know what I'm saying, and you just all together fed up with this place, man. But nonetheless, going back to the point, like I said, with Apostle Ramlab, was causing us to stay on that straight and narrow and to do what we're doing is obviously the Spirit of the Lord. Obviously, we're not doing this of our own merit or of our own will or of our own strength. We're doing this because the Lord has the Spirit upon us, like I'm reading in Isaiah 61. So anyway, we're speaking to what the brokenhearted, the ones that have a contrite spirit, the ones that are that see the problem with the world and are looking for answers. All right, and we're out there to proclaim that, to proclaim liberty to the captives. That look, we telling them that look, the Lord is coming for us, man. Because some of our people, man, they don't know nothing about the kingdom. They don't know about the kingdom, the next world to come. Some of our people really think that this is it, man. They think that they're gonna grow old in Babylon and see their the kids, if they have their children, because really that's the spirit. Because the elder brother Thumbiah, he brought that out today, which if you didn't know, you should have known that a kid is really a baby goat. So when you refer to your offspring, you should really call them children, or you say your offspring. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that you can't picture you growing old and your children getting older in His kingdom. You know what I'm saying? No, man. We want out, man. That's why we proclaiming, like, look, hey, the Lord coming back. Get yourself right, man. All right? So this is verse 2. It says, to proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord. It says, in the day of vengeance of our power, to comfort all that mourn, man. So, yeah, if you are an individual of so-called Negro, Latino, Native American descent, all the way down to the tribe of Issachar, and you're like mourning, and you're just fed up with this place, and you're crying out, even if you don't do it physically, you know what I'm saying, verbally, your spirit mourns and laments for the things that you go through, or you see your people go through. Hey, look, this is for you. Out around Rochester, if you have that number, because you can be an individual that feel like that and not be able to elect, and you just feel like that. But if the Lord has His Spirit upon you and you feel like a deep sense of like of something's wrong with this place and that something needs to be done, then more than likely that the Spirit of the Lord is either dwelling upon you, or He's He's calling you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of brothers. One thing I will, when you talk to brothers, a lot of brothers in the truth, they knew and understood something in their spirit that was wrong with this place. All right, myself included. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, verse 3, it says, to appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, to give unto them beauty for ashes. It says the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, right? And that's what we have, man. We have a spirit of heaviness about us, man, because, you know, it's things that the Lord has embedded into the elect that no one else feels. All right, people don't. That's why when you see brothers speak, you can genuinely see the passion and the concern for the way how things are, and we see that the world is just lamenting, man, and we want to do something about it, man. Because when you look up Adam, all right, which is where all people, so I would say it was a chosen lineage that came out of that Adam, you know, what was I about to say? Salakia. I lost my train of thought, damn. But nonetheless, man, the ones of our people that mourn and that really have a problem for this, that really have a problem with this society, hey, just know that the Lord is he's eventually going to do something about it, man. So, I'm gonna finish out this verse, and more than likely I'm just end it on this. Because it just ultimately, man, we just got to get the hell out of here, man. It's just really ain't no other way around it. Ain't no other way to put it. It's just this place, it has to go, man. Just vexed, man. So it says, verse 3, it says, to appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, to give unto them beauty for ashes. It says, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, that they might be called trees of righteousness. It says the planting of the Lord. It says that he might be glorified, man. So yeah, ultimately, man, the Lord's vision for the nation of Israel, even the 2/3 that perish on this side, is ultimately for what them to be utterly righteous. You know what I'm saying? Be completely and utterly righteous, man, and to not, live how they're living now, which is pretty much living the life of a degenerate. The Heavenly Father has a plan, man. All right, He don't want you to be a nigga, all right, or to be a so-called celebrity where you're Slovakia, where you're an entertainer. You know what I'm saying? For these damn devils, man. All right, the Lord wants you to be a prince, a governor, a ruler over this society, man. Over not just society, but just in the universe. And that'll happen, man. That will come, man. So, like I said, man, I was listening to the elders, you know what I'm saying, the apostles and elders, and I was just like, man, I gotta do a video on that, man, because it's something that the brothers feel, man. It ain't easy being in this truth, man. If you've been called to do this work and you're on the front lines, man, it's a lot of brothers will tell you, man, it's clearly the Spirit of the Lord that's upon us to do what we're doing, man. Let me get this last one, man. Where's that at, man? Let's see, maybe it's 34, maybe. I thought it was give me 1 second, Salakia. But it says basically it says about I say I labor not for myself only, but for all those that seek learning. Consider that I labor not for myself. Let me put this in, man. Labor not for myself. fuck? Yeah, I knew it was in there twice, man. All right, so I wasn't, man. But anyway, man, it's in there. I knew it was in there twice. I just couldn't remember where. Anyway, so I'm gonna read both of them just because it's up there, man. Sirach, also known as Ecclesiasticus 24 and 34. Behold, that I have not labored for myself only, but for all them that seek wisdom. And this is Sirach 33 and 17. Consider that I labor not for myself only, but for all them. For all them that seek learning, man. So we're not just doing this for ourselves. We're doing this for the ones that genuinely seeking Yahweh Shem Yahshua and want answers to why shit is fucked up and why their lives are the way they are, and that's the reason why we out there. Our life is given up as unto a sacrifice to bring to our people the good news. While people live their everyday lives and do what they do, the men of the Lord, the prophets, they have been set up, and the Spirit is on them to go through all this history and to sift through all this, madness and the things that you see in the news, and you got to sift through that and make sure it's accurate and on point, matching the scriptures. That Spirit is given to the men of the Lord, the prophets, in order to present it information correctly to our people. All right. That Spirit is only given unto the men of the Lord, no one else. You know what I'm saying? If you're not a prophet, you won't be able to do what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, hey, the Lord can take the Spirit off of you, where you once were doing it, and now you're not. So I'm gonna get this last one, man. I'm gonna leave it alone. 2 Timothy 2 and 15. It says, study to show thyself approved unto Yahweh, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, right? Because we're considered workmen, and the whole reason why you studying is to do what? It says, study to show thyself approved unto Yahweh, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, so you can rightly dividing the word of truth, man. And you look up in a blue letter, it's gonna say rightly dividing. When you look that up, it's gonna say directly and correctly, right? So when you're rightly dividing the word of truth, is to make sure you're doing it directly and correctly. All right. You can't just wing this thing. You got to make sure things are accurate. The information that you present to the masses of our people, even the heathens, is accurate, because we got to tell them niggas their judgment too, man. So that's the answer. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's some of the scriptures that came to mind when the apostles are speaking. The whole reason why we doing what we're doing, week in, day in, day out, week in, week out, year in, year out, until the Lord come back, is because that's just the Spirit of the Lord has upon us, man. Lord willing, we don't quit until he comes back. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Lord willing, we don't quit until until the Lord gets us the fuck out of this bitch, man. So hey, man, there was some more scripts I could have grabbed, but I'm gonna just call it a day. With that, I'm gonna give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakah, Kodash. That bonds to our apostles, Ezra, Millstone, and Shalom.